Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Round Table. Round the table. And you know who's here with me right now? Got the regular crew with me. Mr. OkayFabe in the house. We got Tiffany from That Ass Podcast and James. And we got the filthy mouth fucking gamer.
What's up, cocksuckers?
What's up, everybody?
And we're coming to you live from all over the map.
And we have an ogre in heat, apparently, too.
Two of them.
That goes out to Canadian Basement. That goes out to Canadian Basement.
What's up, Crimson Studios?
Crimson Studios, what's up?
It's gonna be a donation soon. It's just a group grunt.
Oh shit! What's up, everybody?
Oh my god.
Third episode of Round the Table, where we just shoot this shit like we would if we were hanging out in a Skype.
Skype party?
Okay. This is a Skype party, but basically live. All right. So.
Nah.
Anyway, what's up, everybody out there? Our topic today is anything.
Isn't that how it always starts?
Anyway, do you want?
Anything.
Why don't you write down in the chat if you want to hear us discuss something in particular? And Tiffany's going to read off.
That's opening the floodgates.
Yeah, some of the Tiffany's going to read off
style.
some of the good ideas in the chat if you guys want to give us the topic right now that we'll flow with at the beginning of the show here. All right, sound good?
I got a jumping off point, all right?
Yeah?
I was watching an old movie. Not that old, but I was watching with my in-laws, My Girl,
Oh my god, I remember.
right?
Yeah, she died,
And-
right?
No, he did.
Oh, he did.
But,
yeah.
but
Macaulay
anyway,
Culkin.
the question I ask is, everybody but me in the room was crying. Because I'm fucking dead inside. I don't
So,
give a fuck.
so what's the question?
Do you cry during movies?
Well, I'm a
Ooh,
chick, so that's the obvious. Like,
Yeah.
I totally do.
Hey, listen, I'm a guy. I'll admit that I have, yes.
I mean, I get misty-eyed during a movie, but not tears rolling down my face.
Well, it's not like the movie's starting. It's like you see the Disney logo. I'm like, oh god.
Well, you got to stay away from Disney movies because they always kill motherfuckers in Disney movies. Bam.
Exactly.
It's like
Yeah, why
ridiculous.
is that? Why is that?
That's just
It's
how they
Disney.
are.
Somebody's always
Someone's
missing.
got to die.
Somebody's always missing a mom or a dad or a sister.
I think Lion
Yeah.
King was the first one that I got emotional with. I think that's legit the first one. It's like, Dad?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
crap, man.
I'm sorry. I rooted for Scar, so I never, felt any. I thought.
How dare you go
Mustafa
against
slipped.
CNN and Darth Vader?
Mustafa slipped. What are you talking about?
James was so upset last night, he wanted to sing Lion King.
I sang Be Prepared, and then they cut half the damn song out in the fucking karaoke place.
In case anybody doesn't know, last night they went and celebrated the great Tiff's birthday. They went to this karaoke place in the city, and the video is over there on That Ass Podcast. Go check it out. It's a pretty cool video. You got James from That Ass singing, and Tiffany's having a great time. They look like they had a fucking awesome time there.
Oh my.
I wanted to be there. I was like, fuck, man, that looks fun.
Ditto.
You know?
Well, just gonna have to plan like another night like that.
Yeah. We should.
I
Definitely.
wonder when.
That'd be fun,
Well,
man.
we could do karaoke here next week. Actually, if you think about it, I do have a karaoke machine.
Yeah.
Oh
Karaoke
shit!
night.
I totally have.
Mostly, it's gonna be mostly grunts.
Can I sing Two Live Crew?
You can sing whatever.
That'll make the neighbors happy, right?
Yeah.
King Jong-il will show up and he'll be like, "You motherfucker, I'm lonely."
I just want to sing Rammstein. That'll be good.
Rammstein.
Blaring like death metal German.
Unsinn Schackenschleicher, unsinn Scheiße, uns
I heard it
Fleisch.
like on the radio the other day, and I'm like, oh my god, I can remember this, and just remember in high school, like, oh,
I know, man.
What was that?
So many people were into that shit too, man. I remember that, man.
I enjoyed it, but it's just like it's one of those stuff. It's like it's so over the top that you're just like, what is
Yeah.
this? And I need to keep
You
listening.
know who I always loved?
It's
That was like that. Du hast mich.
true, yeah.
Du hast. Remember that song?
Lag. There's lag.
Is there?
What? Yep.
No, there isn't. Saying I'm good. Can't be.
I don't-
Cannot be.
German.
Stop trying to send fucking foul shit at us, Tiffany.
My head. In my head.
Yeah, there's no lag. Don't listen.
Ray Rock said donations are not showing up.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I guess he made a donation.
He did?
F.M.N. Nation. Yes.
I got everything hooked up, man. I don't know. Sorry, Ray Rock. Shout out to you, man, for the donation. I don't know why it didn't show up.
Okay, lag disappeared.
But anyway.
I think this episode will
now
be
it
called
is. Yeah, it is saying
Difficulties.
lag now. It did.
See?
It hit me later. Yeah, I see it now.
Great.
Yep. I see
This
it now.
episode is called Technical Difficulties, brought to you
I mean,
by
I don't
Pairs.
I just don't fucking get it, man.
Those
I don't know,
cocksuckers
man.
at Cablevision, they'll take your money and they're like, we'll do whatever the fuck we want now. We'll give you
Fucking
whatever
son
we
of
want.
a bitch bastard.
Sounds about right.
That fucking man, I paid so much extra money to have this internet fucking, you know?
I actually just cut cable completely a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, months ago, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, because up near us, I've got Verizon, and it's like $250 for like everything. And like, we don't use home phone, we don't use cable really. Like, all I watch is Raw and SmackDown, but I can watch that through other streams.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why are we paying this? So I ended up getting my bill down to like, I don't know, like $75 a month, and I got like the second fastest internet speed. The only other speed that was faster was like for like an office complex.
Yeah, you know, I never use my home phone, and I have one because they did that triple play shit, and they kind of force you into getting that, you know? And
Yeah.
I fucking, we got the phone, and when we got it, I told my wife, I was like, we're never going to use it. You have a cell phone, I have a cell phone. Like, the kids are going to have cell phones within the next, like, 3-4 years. And now here we are, where everybody in the family has a cell phone, and we don't use the house phone still. It's, like, just sitting there. You know?
Right.
Stupid. It's stupid.
So
that.
The only
so-
good thing about a house phone, doesn't it still work when the power goes out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that
so
is
does the
true.
cell phone. So does the cell phone. Well, actually, no.
Well,
because
unless
it's a
it drops
blackout.
dead. Unless
Right.
Yeah.
you know.
But, you know,
Like,
I
that-
love...
Try to do some slick shit to me because I switched from Verizon to Optimum, and I canceled it. And then the same day that I canceled it, because the day before the Optimum came and installed, and the next day I brought, I called them up and I was like, all right, I'm canceling or whatever like that. And they told me, okay, you got to bring all the equipment to the store. So I go that day, I drop off all the equipment, and the guy's like, oh, it says pending. And I'm like, okay. So he gives me the receipt. And then like days later, like I noticed like I didn't get an email, and I called them and I'm like, oh no, I got a bill, and they still charged me for the service. And I'm like, but I canceled you on the 12th, and today's the like 19th or whatever it was. And then they were like, okay, well, we're canceling it as now. And then they tried to be slick with me and told me that I owed the 7 days. I'm like, I have the receipt that I returned everything to you guys. So
Yeah, they're
tried-
banking on you don't have the
They did send
receipt.
that to me.
No, I had the receipt.
No, but
And
they're
they-
banking on you not having it and then getting fucked.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's right. No, they did something like that to me similar when I had Comcast before. It's like return. No, actually it was Verizon. They're like, yeah, so I'm canceling the cable. They were all cool about it, which is really nice. But they're like, you better return it to us within like a month, or you're gonna get slammed like about $500. I'm like, nope. And then they charge my account. I'm like, I've never received the packages you guys are gonna send me to send the stuff back. Oh, oops. Yeah, big oops, you idiots. Stupid idiots.
Big
gotta
shout out to
just find
ADTR.
Just gonna
Oh,
say-
ADTR.
$5 super chat.
Ooh,
$5
nice ADTR super chat. I was just fixing that right now. It's gonna come up soon.
Okay. He said you heard of Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, I'm a huge Dragon Ball nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Big time.
What do you think about that Dragon Ball Z game coming out, the fighting game?
Looks amazing.
Right.
Oh my! It looks like the best one they've ever done.
Yeah, you think so? The best one? You
I mean,
think-
graphic wise, it looks like it's the best one. Yeah.
Shit. So.
Yeah. I mean, because
See what Dragon Ball Z does? Brings the show to a halt.
Did anybody say in the chat what they want to hear or no?
Well, I guess that was one of the things that they said, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Ray Rock, what do you want to hear about, Ray Rock? You want to talk about, we can discuss NASCAR? No, I'm just kidding. These guys don't like NASCAR.
Oh shit! Don't get me started with that.
Why?
Shit.
No, I wasn't saying it like that, man. I like
Left
NASCAR.
hand?
My left horn.
Left horn.
Well,
Why don't we talk
yeah.
about the fact of what Filthy was saying earlier about
I
like the
totally just
origins?
cut
I know
it.
he was talking differently, but you had said like kind of how we all came about with making our channel.
My mother and father loved each other very, very much.
And
One day, a
night,
bad mix of alcohol and regret came, and lo and behold,
About 40
here
years
I
ago.
am.
about 40 years ago, my father shot a giant load into
Oh
my
my
mother.
God.
Oh God.
He has a way with words.
Only
And-
New York.
And it was probably in Wantor, New York,
My God.
after some fucking boozing or whatever. So there's a good chance I'm a mistake. There's a good chance.
Oh, that's fucking
betting on that,
horrible
aren't
to
you?
say, man. That is fucking horrible.
You guys are
But at least he's optimistic about it.
Right.
Yeah. At least, yeah. He's got that going for him. Well, he got that going
So
for
I guess
him.
I'll throw the question out to you guys because I don't even know this. How did the Foul Mouth Network start?
Oh shit! It was basically me, and I guess like me and my brother-in-law were the first to like fuck around with it, and because I was on show, and I was working over there.
Sorry, you had a
and-
little cough there. You good?
Yeah, I was working over there at another show, and we didn't have a channel, and I was like, we got to open up something. We got to do like put something on there, and then figure something out. And honestly, we were talking about Game of Thrones back then. We were like, let's just do a Game of Thrones show because this is when it was still on, the 6th season, I guess it was, and or the 5th, somewhere in there. And we were talking Game of Thrones, like doing something like that. So I was looking it up one night, and somebody told me if you're gonna name like a channel or something, you want it to reflect on what you're gonna see or hear on that channel. And the first thing I thought was,
Right.
This is gonna be a lot of cursing. If I invite any of my friends or anybody I
thought that's
know,
the first instinct. You're like, well, we're gonna swear. Like,
yeah, there's gonna
a
be a lot of
lot.
swearing. I knew that right off the bat. So I came up with, and believe it or not, Foul Mouths wasn't the first name. We were kicking around. What was that again? Loudmouths. We were saying Loudmouths, but then there was somebody else with the name and fucking had a sick logo with the mouth like wide open yelling, which was pretty cool. So I was like, yeah, we can't do that. And then we ended up on Foul Mouths. And at first, if you go back and look at our videos, it's just me doing stupid fucking videos into the camera. Like I had that app that like changes your face, and I was putting like
Yeah.
famous people in it, and I was just so amazed that my face would look like Rodney Dangerfield, and I would look into the phone and there was Rodney. So I was like doing all stupid Rodney shit and like just
You
stupid
do it
shit.
well too.
Thank you. I mean, I grew up around it, man. Basically, and you could ask them. Everybody in New York almost knows how to do Rodney. Am I right or am I wrong, guys? Like if you live in New York,
exactly.
how many people do Rodney?
A
Tons,
lot.
right? So I grew up around a lot of good Rodney people. Like my cousin was unbelievable with the voice, and when I was a kid, I always like tried to do it and I couldn't do it. But later on, my voice got deeper and my balls dropped, and I was able to do it. But yeah, I grew up around a lot of people doing Rodney, man, and I had to have my A game when it came to Rodney, But you know what? I love what you do. Okay,
What's
Fabe.
that?
I loved when the other day you did Cosby, because you didn't just do Cosby. You did Cosby with like this sick twist to it. And at one point you were like this, like you did some kind of like moan that you did with Cosby's voice, and I heard it when you did it live and I laughed, okay? But then when I heard it on the replay, I fucking laughed so hard my nuts were hurting me, okay? Because all I heard
can't
was,
remember what it was.
all
Like,
I heard was you go, that was it, dude. Dude, no, it was the
that's
short
incoherent
version.
Cosby. That's when the Quaalude hits you. And it's just like, hey, we're going to Bill's.
It sounds like Cosby with a chick sitting on his face.
Hey, we're gonna
Or like his mouth goes numb.
That's what
pretty
the
much how I
chicks hear.
describe, Like, oh,
Yeah, that's what the chicks hear. No, that's what the chicks hear. They hear, I'm going to put it on.
Bill, you done?
They hear that voice when they start fading out from the chloroform.
Can you imagine, like, when you're going under, like, for surgery, and that's what you hear, like, all right, you're going to count down, we're going to count you down back from 10, okay? By the time you reach 1, you're going to be out, like, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Like,
Yo,
you get really scared right before you pass out.
you know what you just reminded me of? There's a video out there of fucking Steve-O from Jackass, man. What's going on, bro? I'm gonna put this eel in my asshole, bro. Yo, there's a video of him on a hospital bed getting ready to be operated on, and they hit him with the the stuff, the anesthesia or whatever, and he's looking at the camera and he goes, "You ain't fucking putting me out, man. No further." And he just crashes, bro. And it was 100% real. And I was fucking losing my shit. If you ever get a chance, look that video up of Steve-O on a hospital bed, because you will fucking lose your shit. It is so funny, man.
That's
it's just what you explained. He's like, nobody's gonna
Yeah,
knock
put
me
me
out.
down, man. I'm just gonna go down.
Yeah, he was like, nobody's gonna knock me out, bro. This shit don't work.
It's the news.
Oh, I love that
I'm gonna do a
crap.
morning talk radio show. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, sorry. Somebody had
Steve,
silly
it's
string
Steve-O.
at one of the protests today and was spraying silly string onto the cops. Silly
Really?
silly
I
string.
didn't-
I haven't heard silly string in like 18 years.
Yeah, well, it was being sprayed
You will not be silenced.
on the. I know he's fucking spraying him with silly string, and the cops just
Use
sitting
the
there
pink
like,
one. No,
"Oh,
use the
okay."
green.
The cops like, oh, righty.
What?
We shall not be moved.
Oh, cool. Let's get some for next week.
You know
Like
what?
the welcome party.
Hey, if they're fucking spraying silly string on them, I'd rather see that than fucking bullets. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll give him that, but I mean, just like that would be a great like just defense break. Like the cops have these like freaking the riot gear. They have the giant shield. You know, they have the batons, and they got the riot gear
Yeah.
ready to go. And it's like, all right, guys, you ready? 3, 2, 1, and you just see a stream, like a rainbow stream, just cover
That
them.
silly string.
If I was a cop, I would laugh my ass off.
I would too, man. There is
Like,
rallies.
Yeah, like you guys win. I don't care what it is. You just got.
Yeah, I
I'm
would.
done.
Yeah,
You-
without
you
a
guys are
doubt.
good.
If they showed up with that, that'd be something new and different. You know what I mean? Like it would show, like, hey, we're here to protest, but let's not kill each other. You know? But there's fucking like rallies and riots popping up in like every major city in the U.S. right now. It's insane.
Yo, what do you think of Joey Salads with the fucking swastika?
Well,
on his
he
arm?
was wearing that swastika like fucking a month and a half ago.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, in a skit that he did.
But is he for real? Or is he fucking around?
No, he's not for real, dude. He was wearing that to a Trump rally,
Right.
and they kicked him out.
Smart.
And this was like 2 months ago. They
But
kicked
this
him out.
was-
It wasn't recent.
They invited him with open arms at this one.
It wasn't. No, dude, he wasn't at
At
it.
least
This is
one
a picture
open arm.
from 2 months ago. He wasn't at
Oh,
it.
so they were bullshitting. They
Yeah,
put a
dude, they
picture-
lied. They fucking lied all about it.
Fuck is
See how
mad.
easy it is to fucking be like,
Yeah,
oh,
man.
grab this fucking photo from 4 months ago, and because it relates right now, put it out there, and people don't even need to know the backstory to say, oh, look at this guy, he's a fucking racist.
Did you see that new technology where they could take an old video of anybody and make it say whatever the fuck they want?
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they have
They
a
did
half
that in,
hour in what?
What?
They did that. It's not the same thing, but it's similar to what they did in Forrest Gump.
Right.
Same idea.
Right.
You know, let me
exactly.
tell you something, man. That means that in the future, they could take any actor or actress, right? And when they die, they never die because you could take them at the prime of their career and put them in movies again.
They say one
But
application.
they already plan on doing that with De Niro and Pacino
I bet you that
already.
starts happening, man. Like in our time, I guarantee you see Hollywood start using actors who are dead now, and like they're
Oh, I
really
wouldn't
like.
be, to be honest, I'm surprised they haven't done it already. I mean, with CGI the way it is, and you have a voice actor, you just tweak it a little bit,
Yeah.
you could nail it.
Well, look
I'm-
at Grand Moff Tarkin in the last Star Wars, dude. He looked fucking sick.
He did. That
Holy
was crazy.
shit.
That
But
was.
the application they said they would use this technology for, besides trying to bullshit us with the media, is let's say Jennifer Aniston is doing commercials and they wanted to advertise something in China, but obviously she doesn't speak Mandarin.
Yeah.
They'll just take her face.
Her pussy does though. I heard.
Somebody will speak into the mic that speaks Mandarin, but it'll be coming out as her voice. So now Jennifer Aniston will be doing a Mandarin fucking commercial and getting paid for it when she didn't even show up to China.
That
Wow.
is just fucking ridiculous. What's going on, man? And we can't get Skype to work. This motherfucker.
Figures.
You know?
Hold on, gents. I will be right back. You continue the conversation.
Yes, sir. But I mean, with all this new shit coming out, like you would think that they had Skype fucking nailed down. Like, yeah, we got Skype working finally. But no.
It's such a pain in the ass.
It's a pit of Skypes. What's up, everybody out there? This is Ryback, and you're listening to Round the Table here on Everybody's Network. Catch a Dad Ass podcast every Thursday at 9 o'clock. And big shout out to Mr. Billy Ricky and Belly Smoke Rudolph out there, and shout out to No Limit and all the guys, Mr. Cal Alabama and D Moon.
Reed.
Right?
Reed.
You know what I mean, man? But so wrestling sucks lately, right? And
Only the last decade or so.
well, I mean, it
All
really,
right.
like, listen, the last 3 years have been just dismal.
Abysmal.
I mean, I don't know how the
Abysmal.
fuck they started their own network and how they got it off the ground. And you know how they did? With all the old content that's on that network. Because if they didn't have that old content on that network, nobody would
people
have
would
that
cancel.
network. Yeah, because it doesn't. You don't even get shitty Raw or shitty SmackDown on it. That's first of all. You don't get the two main shows, which is fucking stupid, if you ask me. And then I heard that they're gonna break out of the contract, or the contract's up with USA, and they're going strictly on the network. Now, if that happens,
That's smart.
say
though.
goodbye to wrestling.
I don't think that'll happen because TV rights are going up next year and they're going to make a shitload of money.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna sign with another network because so many people are saying,
And
no, they're gonna go to their
so-
own network. I'm like, no, they're not.
Sad enough, they still, as they have lost 10 million viewers over the last decade. Anyone can just look that up. They actually still are the number one rated show on the USA Network, as much as their ratings have declined.
Yeah, you're right. Well, and they probably, even if they stayed in that contract, stayed another 10 years, they'd probably still be the number one show on that network. You know what I mean?
And everybody get ready for 3-hour Raws because that contract's not up for another 2 years. To
You see-
2019, so you're going to get 3-hour Raws.
Yeah,
for
and
the
that's
next
what
2
watered
years.
the fucking shit down to begin with. Because I think
Exactly.
where they went wrong was when they switched over to 3 hours. It really, like, it was bad, but then it really went bad when they switched over
and
to
they
3.
get 85 million, and they get $80 million because of that.
That's
It's
crazy.
that third hour.
Just that fucking third hour that they added on every week. So, say 52 weeks, right, in a year. So, you're just adding on 52 hours, and you made that type of money.
Mhm.
For 52 hours.
It's crazy.
It's fucking insane. You know?
And they expect people to watch this Mae Young Classic. I don't know if people know. This Mae Young Classic, they're going to be doling out 4 episodes a day when this Mae Young Classic comes out. So they're going to expect people to watch 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, 1 hour of NXT, and when this Mae Young Classic comes out, it's going to come out with 4 episodes each in a bulk like that.
Jesus, man.
I mean, how much wrestling they expect people to watch?
Can I wait,
Too much.
let me defend them in one little thing here, though. When I went onto the network, I've been a subscriber since the first day, right?
Mhm.
I'm sure you guys are too, right?
Me too, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The one thing you got to give it to them on is their original programming on the channel. Because the cartoon is fucking awesome. I love it. Their
It's just
cartoon.
funny.
The campgrounds, whatever.
Yeah, the what do you call it? What's the name of it? I can't
Camp
remember. Story time.
Yeah, something like that. It was like camp.
Oh yeah. Oh, the campground. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good. And not to mention all the old pay-per-views, which are just like gold to me. Those old pay-per-views, I used to rent them as a kid,
Yeah.
you know, on VHS,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and
Oh, yeah.
just to have access to a lot of that shit is fucking awesome for me. That's why personally I'm on that network. But the show that I love the most that they did, which is a bite off of a million other shows, is where they put them all in the house together. Piper was on it right before he died.
Oh,
Legends House, yeah.
Legends House.
Like
yeah.
I always wanted Legends House 2 to come out because I loved Piper in the original. He was such a fucking, like, you knew he was the man. He was the number one wrestler in that whole fucking fray of guys. And like it just, you connected with him a little bit. You kind of found out a little bit about him. And I was so craving a season 2 with the big fucking faggot fuck, but I love him. What's his name? What's his
Patterson?
fucking name? Yeah, Pat Patterson, the big
Patterson.
bastard. I'm glad that he came out finally and you know admitted to raping boys in the ring. And
Yeah. Oh my God. Like as soon as he came out, I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And it's like, no, it's
No,
kind
it's
of
not.
not. And then
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
all these stories came out. It's like, oh my God.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
it was pretty bad. But I mean, I like that show a lot. I genuinely like that show because all those guys meant so much to me as a kid. They really did. Even right on down to fucking Jimmy Hart, Mount of the South. You know, like all those guys were main players when I was growing up and watching WWF.
Me too.
You know, and it was like the major part of my life because I used to look up to all these guys, man, believe it or not. Like these guys were my guys, man. I had every wrestling figure. I had the ring. I had, you know, like a lot of boys did. But I loved WWF back in the day to
They
see
were
what
supposed to do a Legends House 2.
they should have. I mean, get
They were
get a
working on
new
it.
new cast of guys. You know who I want to see in there? I want to see Rick fucking Flair in there, and I want them to load the house with
He was-
alcohol. Okay.
He was supposed to
And
be
women.
Yeah, I want to see fucking, what's his name? The other dude, who's all fucked up and old now. Paul Orndorff.
in wrestling.
Well,
that's
He's a
long
funny
list.
fuck, dude. That guy, as an old man now, he's just a
Who?
funny dude. Paul Orndorff, because he used to just kick people's
Oh,
asses,
yeah.
like when he was young. He used to just, if he didn't like you, he kicked your ass. That's how he was, in the locker room.
So from what I heard, they were actually casting and scripting, or not scripting, but casting the list for Legends House 2.
Yeah.
They couldn't get it for some reason. It just didn't do good ratings. That's why they never did it. And I think there was something about the house and insurance or some BS like that. But Flair was supposed to be in it. They only were going to do like half. They were only going to take like half the people from the original house. But
Yeah.
another big name they're going to put in there was Michael Hayes.
Well, that would be fucking awesome. Michael Hayes. You get fucking.
It was Michael Hayes, Flair, and I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember what other names they were going to put in
Flair
there.
and
I think they
Michael
wanted to
Hayes
try to get-
alone would be crazy.
They wanted to try to get Sheik.
Well,
Oh
dude, let
my
me tell you
God.
something. They'd be stupid to get
Oh
him
my
because
God.
there's no way they'd have
They
a
would,
fucking
they would
PG
not have him
show.
up there. He's too much of a loose cannon.
Yeah, they wouldn't have a PG show
That's
with that guy.
kind of the point of putting
Right. That's why you got to put him on. the
Well,
fucking show.
I would love it, but they wouldn't.
Yeah, the guy's gonna be cursing the whole time. Like they're not gonna be able to control him, But I would love to see it. I mean, I would absolutely love to
Found
see
Out
that.
Network. There you go.
I think you should have DDP on there and him get everybody to do DDP yoga and have the Iron Sheik curse him. I ain't doing fucking yoga.
I'm not doing your
I
yoga.
don't eat fucking yogurt.
I'm not doing your fucking yoga. Piece of shit, motherfucker. Do your fucking rocker. Howard Stern. Howard, tell him to
That'd be
fuck
great.
you, faggot. Right?
And the thing about it is their network and everything, they don't need stabilized ratings. They can go all the way down to a 1. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. They don't care.
No.
Everything's guaranteed now.
Yep.
Everything is guaranteed to them. Their backbone used to be if their champion wasn't, was getting reactions, that would be their lifeblood to make sure they got people over.
Yeah.
Now they can do whatever they want now because they get so much guaranteed revenue from so many
Well,
places.
that's why they're able to fuck up so many careers and get away with it.
and get away with it.
Yep.
They
It looks
couldn't
like
before.
much like me that could go into fucking SummerSlam next week.
I mean, yeah, that's why they're able to fuck up so many careers now and just be like, we tried. No, you didn't try. No, you didn't try. You have a perfectly good wrestler.
Or
Like, just
The super chat's not working. I'm sorry to cut you off. The super chat's not working again. Nate just super chatted before. WWE is about to make a killing with the NFL protest.
yeah, that's true.
oh, I didn't even think of that.
That's true. Shout out to Nate. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I didn't think of that either, man. That really does. WWE would stand to definitely make out of that. There's no doubt about it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then again, they've been able to screw up opportunities before. So I mean,
Well, I mean,
Go
yeah,
figure.
that's definite. Like, let's name a couple of
Invasion
guys.
angle.
What? What'd you say?
Good talk.
What'd you say, Tiffany? What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Nobody said anything?
Connor did.
Oh, I'm like, anyway, let's name fucking. Just bailed out of that one. I think we should go over some of the careers that have been fucked up in the last like 5 years.
Everyone.
Dolph Ziggler
Well, he's definitely one. There's,
did you,
there's no
did
doubt
you hear
about
they're
that.
going to repackage him?
to
Really?
do what? Hand out
I
ice
don't
cream?
know. That's the scary thing.
Oh God, I could just imagine what.
Are they
they're
going to tell him?
do.
Are they going
I
to
did
tell him to stop being Shawn Michaels? Are they going to tell him to stop doing that?
I did a video on it. And like, I don't know what they're going to repackage it into. Maybe another wrestler.
They're going to bring back the Goobly Gobbler or the Gobbly
Is he going to be the colonel of KFC?
I swear to God, they should have done that.
the Gobbly.
I'm not kidding. How over was that thing?
I know, man. It was. It'd probably be over more than anything they have now.
There was a couple people, and I agree with them. They're like, let him do the Colonel thing, because that would have been so freaking over.
I mean, I liked him as the Colonel. He looked like a fucking weirdo, It was very weird to see him looking like that, man. It was fucking just weird,
Wow.
But I mean, listen, You can only
KO
keep that going so
naming
long.
A whole bunch of people.
Cody Rhodes, Wade Barrett, Bray Wyatt, who's the biggest fuck up.
Yeah, man, the potential that this dude has for it to be fucking wasted.
Disappointment with him.
I mean, but to be wasted away by stupid fucking writing. Stupid fucking writers.
That's
Started
the other part
WrestleMania
of it,
30.
too.
It started at WrestleMania 30.
Stupid
is
fucking
my
decisions that are made. You could have built this guy up to be the next fucking the next Undertaker if you really fucking did it the right way, and you kept him dark. If you would have kept him really, I mean, I know he's still himself a little, but not as much. It's not to the extreme. It should be to the extreme with him.
His luster has been left for years. His luster is gone, and it's been gone for.
And
at
the
least
fucked up
2
thing
years.
is, it's not him
And the funny
No,
thing,
that's
and
the sad part.
because he's
the
doing a
sad
good
part about
job.
it is the fans are willing to give it another chance too. They are sitting at the precipice and they want this guy
Yeah.
to be something.
Yeah.
And once when I sat in that building in Orlando and they did what they did, that was it. Bray Wyatt's dead.
Yeah.
He died that night.
He loses to fucking everybody. He's like a fucking doorstep to every guy that comes in there. You know, it's like they're fucking putting over.
That's the thing that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the thing that pisses me off the most is that a lot of people who are in the business say, oh well, sometimes the wrestler doesn't get themselves over. I'm like, okay, I can kind of sometimes understand.
Yeah,
that, but
maybe
at the
not
same
wrestling or like not wrestling up to par
like there's there's certain things I can understand if it's the wrestler's fault for not getting over. But you have to optimize the opportunity for them to get over.
Yeah, you got to
can't
give
throw
them
the
you got to give them the
right.
ball.
You can't throw them shit and ask them to make it into chicken
yeah,
salad.
yeah, exactly. It's like a fucking wide receiver running a route, and then the quarterback doesn't throw him the ball, and then they come up to him and say, "How come you didn't go over a touchdown?" Well, because you never threw me the fucking
yeah,
ball.
like,
Exactly right.
You're making me
have to
run a
set them up
pattern. You're
for
making
success.
me, it's fucking ridiculous. It really is. It's like they're fucking missing it. They're missing
And
it.
it's really aggravating when you see them over as hell in NXT.
Yeah, because most of these people thought that coming up to the big show was going to be this good thing, but no, it was the death of their fucking careers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mostly everybody that came up from there, except for maybe 4 or 5 guys, their careers are on the down slope. Almost all of them.
The only one, I'm just thinking out loud here. The only one that came, that's even arguable. I guess Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns are the only ones I can say that came from NXT and are at a decent level right now.
Yeah,
Those are
see,
the
that's
only
why
ones.
that's why I'm saying like only a handful. There's really not more than 5 of these guys. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you want to say Flair's daughter, you want to throw her in there? She's had a pretty good career in a short time. She was on fire at one point. She was getting
She
over.
sounds so robotic on promos.
She
I have
does.
no
She
idea
does.
why.
She's not like a father in that sense, but she could wrestle. She looks the
yeah,
part.
absolutely, she can
You know what I
work.
mean? She looks dominant. She looks like she's a 2nd or 3rd generation wrestler. You know, I mean, she's got that look.
Now.
You know, yeah. I mean, in a couple of years, one titty is fucking, and she's got a nice fucking clitter dick with a set of nuts on that chick, like I've never seen on a girl. But yeah, I mean, listen, you throw her into that mix too, and really, there's 4 or 5 people that maybe have benefited from leaving the minors and going up to the big leagues, and everybody else, has really fucking just been dismal. The tag teams that have come up from in there, look how quick they're dismantled and fucking chopped away. All the tag teams that come from in there. And
They could have made so much money with Enzo and Cass. They chose not to.
And then what are they doing with the Hardys, man? Like, I understand.
They don't know what they're doing.
Like, what are they doing?
I
You're
know what
keeping
they're
these
doing.
guys in limbo. You're letting that fucking deleted shit die to the point where you're not going to be able to revitalize it when it comes time to doing it.
They're buying time.
It's so fucking stupid what they're doing with him. And, like, did Balor come out and fucking join with them or something? Is that what I was hearing? Or am I wrong?
There's a house show tonight, and they did it, or maybe it was the night before, where they're like teaming up. And the problem, James is pretty much hit the nail on the head. I think they signed them thinking, cool, when they come on, we're gonna do this thing, and we're gonna slowly roll out and eventually get them broken. And because I mean, James, you were there at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
The friggin' delete chants were like
It was the
stack.
loudest
Oh
thing in
yeah,
the world.
they're still doing
Right.
it everywhere they
Yeah,
go.
they still do it.
Yeah, they still
But-
do it.
But to Ken's point, it's dying.
Yeah.
It's not
A quick
it's
death.
getting to the point.
Yeah, it is quick.
I've gotten several tweets. I've gotten comments, people sending me stuff of updates on the Hardys. The reason I haven't covered it on my channel is because literally I'm sick of it. And I'm not saying that in a negative sense. I want the broken gimmick in WWE
It's like,
freaking badly. But why am I going to keep talking about, like, he said this, Hardy going off on Twitter again? It's just rinse, lather, repeat. I'm not going to tell you guys the same stuff when everything is just like, well, it's exactly the same way it was 3 months ago.
Let me ask you this real quick. If they would have done the right thing, right, and brought the Hardys out, not right away is the broken thing. Let them go to WrestleMania. Let them do that. Let them get in a couple of feuds here and there, and then all of a sudden one night, and I thought they were going to do it that night that they lost to Sheamus and fucking Cesaro, but it was kind of like they flirted around about it. Like they should have had them come out the next night on Raw or whatever, and just go full broken gimmick. And I'm telling you right now, and I feel this way, I don't know what you guys think, but I think if they let him do his thing with that gimmick, he would have very quickly rose up to one of the top singles guy in that whole fucking thing, and still could if they grab it soon. It's dying though.
I agree with that.
I think he could have.
That
gimmick is fucking fire. That gimmick is fire.
But
I
the
love
only
it.
way the only way it would work is if Matt went to SmackDown.
Yeah, you went because I think if
It
Matt left,
it would not float. It would not be top on Raw.
I think if
No.
Matt left,
It would just be the
Raw's
comedic
stacked
segment.
right now with all the main eventers. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, but you have him get into it with somebody dark and like just do some dark shit, like kind of like and you know what's fucking sick, that those guys were doing their own thing on NXT when they did that outdoor fucking that fight on their own ranch. I forgot what it was called. Do you remember
the final deletion?
Yeah, they did that outdoors, right? Then the next, that later on that night or whatever it was, they had the Wyatts against the fucking popcorn fucking.
Yeah, the compound.
Oh, the compound. Yeah, they copied. Yeah,
they should have fucking taken that and put the Wyatts up against them and like really fucking. They could have had a feud, those two fractions, and made them deleted and fucking whatever, and it would have made the Wyatts even better. It would have just made both sides fucking catch fire, and you could have built the whole company around that.
This legal shit.
They're fucking everything
it's a problem.
up, man.
It's a real problem, and a lot of people thought this would be over by now.
Yeah, it should be.
Jeff Jarrett is a petty asshole.
Yeah, he is a petty asshole. He's always been.
This dude has never drew a dime in his entire career when he was wrestling. Okay,
Never.
He's lived off his dad his whole life, and he is not going to let this die. They will stay in court as long as they have to stay in court.
Yeah, because he does not want to see it.
They'll appeal.
There. He doesn't want to see it like big over there in WWE.
And everybody be careful what you wish for, because if the WWE does get their hands on it, the only way it will work to the degree that everybody wants it to work is if they let Matt Hardy have creative control.
Which they're not going to do.
Think they're going to do that.
No, never. Which he's earned. Okay? Technically, he's earned that shit. I'm sorry. What those guys did in their career to come back to the WWE, they've earned to have a little bit of creative control with a character that really Jeff made. You know what I mean? He made that character, you know? And it's a shame that it's got to be tied up in court, and all the fans are the ones who are getting fucked.
Right.
You know, it's stupid. It really is. They really are ass backwards. I think they're running the company like kind of like McMahon's brain right now, just in limbo. It's just fucking in limbo. You know?
Half SummerSlam is being built up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. They didn't even fucking...
Can't make a decision.
What'd they do with it, man? I mean, like, what are they doing? The promotion is gone. You used to lead up to fucking SummerSlam with fucking feuds that you could sit around the fucking water cooler and talk about for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's
feuds. Right. Many feuds. Many feuds. Look at the 90s when you would go into a SummerSlam, man. You were talking, like... serious shit. You were like, oh man, you got fucking this guy going against this guy, this storyline, and all those storylines that were under, you know, a Rock or a Stone Cold, all those storylines that were under those guys were all good storylines too. Now it's like the top storylines suck and all the other ones under it do too. You know what I mean? It's just all around.
Did you go to SummerSlam 98 in the Garden?
No, but I went to...
Yes, we did.
No, did we? Yeah, we did.
That was the one where Edge was standing like
Yes.
fucking 2 rows away from us.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah. Yep.
I was
That-
Austin Undertaker. when
Yeah,
Austin got
dude,
knocked
we
out.
were there, bro.
Yep.
And Rock Triple H in the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. I was
Yep.
there for that too.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. I also went to the Coliseum for what was that again? That was I
SummerSlam
forgot.
'97.
Was
I was
that
there too.
Was that at the Coliseum?
Yeah.
Yes, I was there for
Where
that.
Shawn
Yep.
Michaels is the referee against Bret Hart against the Undertaker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I was there for that.
I went to the
And he hit-
06 one. That one was weird.
Oh, the 06 one?
Yeah.
That's when
I mean, it had a lot of nostalgia. ECW, Foley,
Yeah.
Hogan.
yeah, didn't it have wasn't John Cena fighting
Edge.
it was Edge?
Yeah. Yep.
That wasn't the one with JBL?
No. No.
No.
JBL was.
Oh yeah, you're
US
right.
champ
You're
at the
right.
time.
Yep. You're right. It was the one with
Yeah,
Edge.
06, and then
yeah.
ECW was like Sabu, Big Show for the title.
Yeah, I like, dude.
Uh,
that was a good SummerSlam.
It was just weird.
It was
not
weird.
bad.
It was
Yeah,
weird.
DX versus the McMahons in a tag match.
Yeah, no, that was weird a little. You're right. You're right. That was a little weird.
But back to your point about the whole the freaking storylines is that it's a matter of that whole phrase of if you're not going to care, why should we?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's a piss poor way to be, man, when you have a multi-million-dollar fucking billion-dollar company. You know?
I'll be at
It's-
the bar on Sunday.
Yeah.
But it's like James said.
What's that?
I'll be at the bar Sunday when all this shit is going on at Barclays Center.
It's like James said, though. You know what I mean? It's like James said exactly what he said. It's like it's just gone. It's just not there. It died. It's just gone. You know, and it's like almost unsavageable at this point. Like you're gonna have to wipe the slate
It's
clean.
salvageable, but the
Somebody
problem
needs
is,
to
I
come
think
in and
that
take
they-
over, dude. Somebody needs to come in and really let them take over. You know?
Well, the thing is, and to be fair, I don't know what goes on in the writing room. I don't know what the exact process is. I generally know what the process is.
I bet you it sounds like this.
Sounds like Bob was super dog. But I mean, the thing for me, and one of the reasons that what I like in my stuff, and it could be different from everybody else's, is simplicity. If you're able to watch the program or watch the product at any given point in time with little to no context, you should be able to understand exactly what is going on. He has the title. He wants the title. Grr. That's all you need. Do little things here. You don't need these overcomplicated. Oh, they feel like one of them I remember was like CM Punk versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania, and they referenced something that happened between the two of them. I'm not kidding you. A year and a half before. That was their excuse for their feud.
That's horrible.
Literally, that was the excuse.
That is
I'm
horrible.
like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, with me, like, I was very big in the Ruthless Aggression era, and that was very simple booking.
Yeah.
A to B to C to D. And
It
the other
was.
part, too, was things flowed into other feuds very easily
Yes,
as well.
that's
too.
what
So
I'm
you can have
talking about. Yep.
Yeah, so you can
That's
have like
what's
Austin
missing.
Undertaker, but then like something spirals off of that, and then
Yeah.
and then
And it was still a
then,
good
yeah.
storyline, even though it did that, because they made it like ready to fall back into something else, ready to, you know what I mean?
Right,
That's what
just
was
like,
so
it's
good
not
about
like,
it.
okay, next pay per view, click.
Yep, and it was smart. It was smart booking. It was smart movement with the wrestlers. It was just smart. Now it just seems like there's just no, and whoever it is with this thought process is a fucking idiot. Should be like just, I can't believe it's McMahon. I just can't believe he would let, because he was there for all those great eras, man. He had a big part to do with the 80s. He had a hell of a big part to do with the 90s.
Right.
Like, is it really him? It can't be him.
It's him that gives the final word, but you have to understand that there are people that are close to him that kind of will nudge him in one direction or the other.
Yeah, it's like ever
See,
since Triple H took over doing fucking, you know,
But he doesn't have as much power as people think he does.
Right.
Yet.
yeah.
Right.
Once the
which
old
is
man's
why
gone.
I hate sounding like a typical wrestling fan, but that's why I praise NXT so much. I started doing
Yeah.
the reviews of NXT weekly and thinking, okay, let's see exactly how this is done on a weekly basis. And I love it for so many reasons. But again, back to what I was just saying, simple booking. It's
Yeah.
easy to understand exactly what is going on. I don't have to be a fan at any point, and I can jump in the middle of a week and say, oh, okay, this is what's going on. Again, little to no context.
Yeah, some shit
And that's
they're
a big-
overdoing.
and that's a big thing for casual fans who don't watch the product religiously.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that, because there's nothing to catch the eye, you know? There's nothing to suck you in.
Oh, why should I care?
Yeah.
I like
Bobbles
to
Obble.
get through Raw and SmackDown lately. I feel like I don't even know what the hell's going on Sunday. Tell me, I'm gonna be drunk Sunday.
Wrong. You're gonna go and have a good time, Tiffany. I'm gonna grab
Hey,
you by,
karaoke's right up the block now.
I'm gonna grab you by the pussy. No.
When
When I heard that, I fucking dude. When I heard that, I fucking literally had to grab my nuts because it was so funny. I heard "Bazow" in the background, and I fucking lost my shit. I was like, "Was that fucking OkayFabe out of nowhere?" I press rewind again. Bazow.
So, fun fact. This might be shocking to know. Shocking to know.
Yeah.
I did take courses in stand-up.
Bazow.
And yeah, right? I know, mind blown. And one of the things they did was like they actually I took a course in it, and they did a lot of things in terms of like teaching how to write it, emphasizing like the punchline of a joke, storytelling, all these different things. But another of them was actually impressions, and like, okay, who can do this? Try this, and like you discover these hidden talents, and like not know you can do a decent impression of this character.
Oh yeah. That's the best when you
that's
figure
why I
out.
can do Kermit the Frog pretty decent.
Yeah, when you figure out that you could do certain impressions, you're like, holy shit, I can do him. It's the weirdest thing. I found that out about Schwarzenegger. I wasn't even trying to do him. I was trying to do the Godfather, okay? And somehow it morphed into that. And I'm very known for morphing into another voice as I'm doing one. Don't ask me why it happens, but it does. But I did it kind of like this. I was doing, like, trying to do the Godfather, and it turned into Schwarzenegger. It was like, and I was going like that, and all of a sudden it went to.
I'm just picturing like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde moment in The Godfather, and it's absolutely hilarious.
This is the
He's like
Godfather.
grabbing his hair like.
He's dying in the backyard. This is when he sticks the fucking orange in his mouth in the backyard, and he dies with the grandson. He's going. I'm scared.
My son, come closer. I want you to get to the chopper.
I'll make him up and
big plot twist at the end. It's like, my son, I want you to get to the chopper. What? Get to the chopper. What? Get to the chopper.
I want you to get to the chopper. What'd you say? I want you to get to the chopper. What, Dad? I want you to get to the chopper.
You want me to get to the chopper, or you want me to get your pork chops?
I want you to get me pork chops.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be fucking peeing my pants next week. This is gonna be the first time, everybody. Besides me and James, because we go back 20 years, but this is gonna be the first time that all of us actually
better
meet.
call an ambulance. We're gonna have an ambulance.
Wait, we're gonna be all in person, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're all gonna be in person.
We're gonna have an ambulance match.
Oh, that means we need to do another one of these in person, right?
Yeah. I think we should do literally around the table, or we could do it on my deck. I think that'd be kind of funny.
Around the deck.
On the deck.
Oh my god. Let's do one on the dick. I fucking put you out on the dick and cook some burgers on your dick.
You've seen the Thriller Michael Jackson music video, right?
Oh yeah, man, I grew up to that shit, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking of Godfather and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Somehow a cigar forms in his mouth.
Yeah, it just comes out of nowhere like ping. Sorry.
Tony, are you okay?
Why? Sorry.
That's called rabies.
Tony is dead.
I have rabies. What kind of places that you can't fuck your maid? This is America. You should be able to fuck your maid.
Guys, it's Follow here.
You should be able to
The
fuck
American dream, that's the road here, baby.
Dusty. How's your son, Dusty?
My son doing so good being away from the WWE poison. So
He did.
The
Justin
poison.
legitimately wanted him away from WWE for like a year.
The
I
poison.
prayed. And
He
I
is
told
so
Corey, we wine and dine, baby, kings and queens. We don't sleep in alleys on dime on pork and beans, baby. We don't do that.
Baby. Baby. Oh my god.
I can't.
Yeah.
Baby, come back.
So we were talking about this last night, but like, so I have a feeling Connor's gonna wind up walking over to frickin' White Castle at my house.
Oh shit.
We don't have those here, so that's like a.
Then
that's
then
like
it's a must.
chance.
You
It's a
gotta
what?
do it then.
Oh, it's
Alright.
fucking amazing.
I shouldn't
But
have
you
ordered
will
these
pay.
shoes.
Have you ever had them before?
I have, but I haven't had it for God at
You
least
know
a
you
decade.
pay for it, right?
What's that?
You pay dearly for it, though. That's the only
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, you're
Well,
gonna
I mean-
streak Tiffany's toilet bowl after you eat that shit.
Yeah, man.
God.
You're gonna pay dearly
That's
for it.
that's
dude.
fine. It's worth it.
It is.
Thank God.
It is worth it, though. You're all right about that.
Better make sure there's
See?
extra
Yeah,
toilet-
Ken knows. It's like it doesn't matter the destination. The trip is worth it.
Yes, it is worth it, man. I'm telling you.
Which
Dude,
is
I-
totally ass backwards, but
I
good.
had that new Smash Burger today. That fucking
How was
double
that?
Math
triple
your
double.
burger.
Wait, it's
Ooh.
called a smash burger.
Smash
Well, that's the name. That's the
Yeah.
name of the place. That's the name of the
Yeah.
store or the fucking burger joint. But the name of the burger is the triple double.
The triple
it's fucking
double
delicious.
bubble fubble.
The triple double.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking crazy.
It's
They also have the Baconator.
There's-
You ever heard of that?
Oh God.
The Baconator?
is that
Of course I've heard
Wendy's?
of the Baconator.
Yeah,
That's,
Wendy's.
that's Wendy's.
It's
Yeah.
just like a
Yeah.
pound, but it's like just a pound of fucking bacon on a burger. It's like,
Mm.
Okay,
yeah.
so if you want a burger, right? There's a place in Boston called
Yeah.
Eagles Deli. It's near Boston University, and they do something called the Eagles Deli Challenge. And I gotta look it up, but it is like, I think it's literally like 5 pounds of beef, 5 pounds of cheese.
Oh, jeez.
It's
Jesus
ridiculous.
Oh my god.
James can totally
Yeah,
get that down.
if you guys Google it, I'm trying to Google it now, but if you guys Google it, it's insane.
James,
Um,
Oh,
would
shit.
5 pounds of 5 pounds of cheese, Tiff.
do it.
If I-
If
I don't know
somebody,
about
Hold on.
that.
Hold on, let me
Damn,
see
bro.
here.
somebody can do it. James
Dude,
can do it. I
dude,
have to get James.
that cheese is gonna bind you up, dude. You're not
Here
gonna
you
be
go.
able to shit for a week.
Here we go. It's 5 pounds of burger, 20 pieces of bacon, and 20 pieces of American cheese.
Oh my god.
That
dude.
is a heart attack waiting to happen.
Jesus.
Dude, that is like the
also,
fucking.
also a pound of fries and a pickle.
No pickle.
One pickle.
No
One
pickle.
pickle.
No pickle.
You look at the guy, you're like, no pickle. You lose.
No pickle. But no one's ever completed it. And I'm like, well, no.
Yeah,
shit.
no shit.
If you see the picture of it, it's pretty. It's like I have to crap just looking at it.
Yeah, I could imagine. It's like fucking eating like a garbage pail full of fucking food. You know?
Yeah,
It's funny, I brought it up to a coworker. He's like, the meat I could do, the cheese. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's gonna slow you down is the cheese, sure.
Yeah, because that shit sits in
Not
your
the
belly,
bacon or the
dude.
pickle or the fries.
Yeah, well,
it's
no, the
cheese will
bacon's
do
a
you in,
lot
sure.
too, man. That bacon's
Hey,
a lot.
have you got? I know, Ken. You probably the what is it called? The kitchen sink, the ice cream.
Oh yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so was it the International Cafe? By my house?
International Delights Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best Caesar
Yeah.
salads.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the best Caesar salad. Really? I never had one of those Caesar.
Really?
Oh,
I
it's
love
delicious.
Caesar
delicious.
salad, so
If
I
I
gotta
go there,
yeah.
I want the fucking waffles. So we went bowling in the summer, and we used to go in the summertime after to go have like waffles and stuff like that. So he ordered that like kitchen sink thing. Oh my god, I
Yeah,
have
that
pictures
thing's no
of him.
joke, man.
It was like 12 scoops, and then he went for the maple bacon ice cream. Then he put fucking gummy bears in there, whipped cream. There was waffles
Oh
in it.
my
Like it was
God.
just so funny.
I love
because,
gummy
like,
bears, but I just can't eat them on ice cream.
Yeah, I didn't even understand that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I can't
you're
eat
gonna
them.
feel
I
sorry with
see
the
my
gummy
kids
bears.
get that shit, and I
I
was
got a
just
funny
like,
story about that.
Oh my god. You
What,
can find
about
the
gummy
clock.
bears?
What?
It's about
Well,
gummy bears?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
All right,
so, friend and I have it's an ice cream challenge. Those are like that all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So we found one and we tried it. And here's the mistake we did. It was me and my friend, and we're like, okay, let's do this. And it's like I think it's like 10 scoops of ice cream, and 5 toppings? Six toppings, some crap like that. So we chose like 3, and then we said you choose the other ones. And one of the ones I chose was gummy bears. And strategically, that was a very, very, very stupid decision to make, because I'm eating flavors I've never had that should not mix together whatsoever.
Yeah.
On top of that, I got toppings and just like it's just sweet, salty, and just all these different. It was
Yeah.
it was a
Overload.
chore. And I love ice cream, but
Yeah.
my God, that was that was a mouthful.
Fucking
So
overload.
literally, I eat everything on my side except for the gummy bears, and like
Yeah.
that's the last thing I'm just pounding through, and I'm sweating from all the ice cream and all the flavors and stuff. And we're just looking at each other like this was one of the stupidest decisions we've ever made. But we finished it, and we're like, "What do we win?" Like, you get your picture on our Instagram feed. We're like, "Great, kill us now."
At least give me the bowl that the fucking ice cream came in or something, you know?
Filthy and Ken, have you guys been to Serendipity?
Yes.
Serendipity 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's on the same street as Dylan's Candy Bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Fucking A, I've been there. The frozen hot chocolate is delicious.
Oh, dude,
my
that shit is
God, I can't get
amazing.
enough of that.
I never thought you could have something that fucking good, frozen hot chocolate. Like, that shit's
Yeah.
amazing.
I was
That
gonna
shit's
go
amazing.
there for my birthday. Not Serendipity, but Dylan's Candy Bar, because the drinks they make in that bar are fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Mm.
We should go there, man.
I gotta go there.
You know,
I
next
hear
week-
Yes, to go to this
Next
fucking city.
weekend, like you guys heard, it's gonna
Oh
be
my
the
God.
big bash over at Tiffany's for the NXT party. If you want, go over and check out.
reactions.
Go check
of
out their
everything
video
going on NXT.
Last night. It'll give you a little clue on what you might see next week if you
Oh,
tune in.
that's nothing. That's behaved. So I can only imagine.
Yeah,
like,
go look at
those-
that video and remember what Tiffany just said. That's behaved, okay? and next week you're gonna see a lot of us get together for the first time. A lot of us are gonna see each other and meet each other for the first time.
Isn't that
and-
crazy?
You know, that is pretty
You
crazy.
filthed each other how long?
Since like 94?
1993.
93, yeah, 93. Yeah.
Me and James are 20 years.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man.
So it's crazy. So we're all coming together.
We're gonna meet the great
Well, we say
OkayFabe
it like that.
is gonna be there. Filthy Mouth Gamer, I'm gonna be there. James is gonna be there. We're also gonna have Canadian Basement there. We're gonna have who else might come?
Oh, wifey's gonna be there.
Kel
Wifey.
Obama is a $10 donation.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Nice, man. Thank you so
Calabama
much,
is
man.
the man.
Shout out Calabama.
Yeah, shout out to you,
$10 super
brother.
chat.
Super
Said who's
chat,
ready
Calabama.
for fucking Game of Thrones, baby?
Yeah, we got the
I
Game of
just
Thrones
started.
coming up next, man.
I am so excited.
Listen, remember what I said, guys. If you haven't checked out the video, go over and check it out on That Ass Podcast so you hear this.
That almost sounds like an evil supervillain laugh. You know what I mean? Like borderline.
You're like this. I'm gonna get you, Batman.
Tiffany's gonna play the new Harley Quinn.
See?
Batman's falling into a pit of lava.
I'll drop the video in the chat, guys.
Definitely go check it
So
out.
that we need it. Ken, you need
Yeah.
to make that laugh
Yeah.
from the super chat donation.
Oh my God, you're right. Guys, I just found out what's wrong with the super chat, so I'm gonna fix it right after we get off here, and we're gonna be back on. We're gonna
Every
be back
time someone
on.
donates in the super chat, we get
Yeah,
that
dude,
amazing
I
laugh.
promise you guys, we're gonna be back on by like 10 o'clock for the Game of Thrones review here on Foul Mouth.
Unless it's longer than that, but
Unless it's longer than that, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that as it's definitely gonna be. I mean, he's right. I gotta do that. So whenever you guys donate, you're gonna hear this from now on. I promise you. What about this one?
And I'm uninvited for next weekend.
Hey, what about this one? What about this one right here? You ready? That's the great
Wait,
James.
what about this one?
What?
Oh wait, the fucking sound isn't on. I'm an idiot.
I love that.
I cried.
That's what my car
Oh,
does
you know
when
what?
I
It's
lock my
really-
car at night. I lock my car and it goes.
It sounds funnier as like a 2-second clip. It does. It sounds funnier when it's shorter.
Oh People hate me soon.
Wait. Listen to this. You ready? Come on, that's so fucked up. Tiffany, we love you. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I know. It's all
We
good.
love Tiffany. We're not making fun of
I
her.
know.
It's the cutest fucking laugh we've ever heard. Everybody knows that here on YouTube, okay?
James, like, how many times do I do that? Like, if I'm talking to you on the phone and
Oh,
it
of course.
just
let me
fucking
tell you
dies
something. Your
laughing.
fucking laugh fills people's hearts with joy. I got news for you. And I'm not saying that to be a fucking... I really mean that. No joke. Like, that laugh if it doesn't make you feel happy and want to laugh, then there's something wrong with you. You know. The great OkayFabe, go check him out, man. All your wrestling stuff, go check out the great OkayFabe. Nobody does it like him.
And in the chat, guys.
Yeah, love to the chat, guys. Tiffany, that ass podcast, James.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we're gonna be seeing some NFL action pretty soon with the great James.
Cannot
He's gonna be getting down to New York. I'm gonna have 2 New York Giant fucking fans. You know,
Do I have to wear my Giant shirt?
I'm
or
a
my
fucking
Jet shirt?
Jet fan. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
defend
do you want me
myself.
to wear
here.
my Jet shirt next week to make you feel better?
Yeah, man. Oh, okay, Fabe. Do you like football at all?
I've gone.
Nah, unfortunately, I'm
No.
not. I'm a nerdy person.
No, you don't. And Tiffany, what about you? You like the Jets or Giants?
I'm just New York fan. So
All right, I got you,
don't
I got
really
you.
like follow it. So
I like the Giants though too. I do. I like them too. I don't hate them. Only when the Jets are playing them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but shout out to everybody out there. Thanks for joining us for Round the Table, episode 3, and we'll be back next Sunday with episode 4. And don't forget to check us out at about 10 o'clock for the Game of Thrones. Go over and show some love, That Ass Podcast.
we're going
Mouth.
live later after.
Oh yeah, and they're going live later for a birthday type bash thing going on later. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to hang out, you're gonna be up late tonight. You're looking to be an
We're gonna go-
insomniac fuck. Go over to That Ass Podcast. Go
Yeah, we're
hit them
gonna
with a
go
sub
into my birthday.
and go
tomorrow's
smash the
birthday.
fucking bell to pieces so you get alerted when they go on. And guys, everybody out there, check if you're still subbed to all these channels. OkayFabe, everybody's channel. Check and see if you're subbed still to your favorite channels, because YouTube is playing shit again and they're dropping people from channels. I had like 4 or 5 people contact me today and say, hey, I wasn't subbed to you guys anymore. So it's going around. So everybody,
Amanda all the time on your channel. She's
Yeah.
like literally like every other week. She's like, Tiffany, I got like dropped again from F.M.N Network.
it's fucking crazy. But
So
keep
make sure you
keep
check,
an eye out
guys.
for that on everybody, man, and see if your bell's fingering and all that shit, and do the right thing and help us out and fucking just come over and fucking suck me off on the weekends. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Hey now. So before you go, since you're gonna be here next Saturday, are you still gonna do Insomniac?
Yeah, I was gonna say it on Wednesday, but I don't care. It's all good. We're not gonna be doing Saturday. We're gonna be doing Friday night, because Monetize This is moving to Thursday night next week. So Friday night's open. We're gonna be here Friday night with Insomniac, and then Saturday night from Tiffany's house on my network and Tiffany's network.
Yeah, we're gonna have everything going on.
You might be
different
seeing a
rooms, I
triple
guess.
feature type thing going on over there. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I'm probably
crazy.
gonna be going live on my channel sometime.
That's
my
what I was
God.
saying. That's why I
Yep.
said that, because I figured,
I'm doing a Q&A, so
That's awesome, man. So yeah, so look for OkayFabe Saturday night there. Look for Foul Mouths there. Dadass, of course, will be there. Filthy Mouth Game is going to be in the house with us, and a couple of other YouTubers you guys know, and Twitter guys. Like I said before, we're going to have a lot of them there, like Mr. Canadian Basement and just a shitload of people. Wifey, everybody's going to be there. So
bring your Depends.
Yeah, bring your
Piss your
Depends,
pants.
man, because it's going to be one shitty ass motherfucker, man. Let me tell you. So, all right, guys. We'll be seeing you next week as far as this show. And don't forget, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, come and see us around 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:05, 10:00, whatever the fuck. And we'll be coming on live as soon as the credits roll for the Game of Thrones. And we'll talk to you guys soon, right? You guys
All right, have a good
say
night,
goodbye, guys. Goodbye, guys.
play that tip laugh out.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, shit. All right, everybody. We'll see you later.
All right.
Peace out.